I hit the go live button. Where
Alright.
is... Well, it's kind of dark on me. Okay, it's there. Alright, hopefully the audio...
man, my voice is rough. I might have to get myself some tea in a bit.
Don't get anything with caffeine on my tweets. I'm gonna stop looking at ice trays.
Why haven't you done that yet? You utter failure.
Well, I tweet as I get online.
Alright, we are leaving.
Levy. VV.
Alright, so I'm gonna kick things off with the most exciting part of my day. I spent 6 hours getting to my grandfather's house today via walking and bus.
Jeez.
6 hours, you really committed to the bit.
Yep.
Why, was there no other option?
No, there are plenty of other options. I just need the exercise.
Alright.
When it's a
I
choice,
guess that worked.
it's a choice, you're a whole other kind of psycho.
Yeah. I have also been trying to figure out ways to work out my core since I can't do a curl up.
You mean a sit-up?
Whichever one it is, I can't do it.
Really? I thought I did one while you were over here visiting.
Okay, then my memory might be betraying me.
Also, there's a million core exercises.
Yeah. At the very least, I remember my bicycle kicking just did not.
Yeah, that one takes a little bit. That one takes a little bit to get used to.
Just execute it.
And it's also possible you might need to put some strength.
Yeah.
You drop the unicorn and says, "Hello, I'm alive."
I acknowledge this, otherwise it'd be a ghost in my chat, and that'd be very unsettling. Also kind of cool. That's a flex. Who else gets that? One but me.
Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, no proof. I'm sorry to have to tell you this.
Oh, damn. Am I dead?
Wait. I need.
No, are you? I could give you cool ghost powers if you were.
Sweet.
Alright, adding on to Heather's alicord lore. He died when she became an alicord.
Technically, we all died, and then we were reborn. The coziest throw. Now. So, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It is Chaos and Crochet this week. Alright, that means it's a pretty chill stream today. We are working on that commission. I still haven't finished it, which is unfortunate, but I haven't had the time. And also, been having a bit of a problem with having pain in my wrists, which is something that you gotta take seriously when you work with your hands as much as I do. So, I have a mouse pad.
You need a wrist brace.
I do have one. But I use that when my wrist starts to hurt. I put that on and I give it a break for a few days, and it's usually better. And that's usually what I do. But I take precautions. I have mouse pads at work and at home that have the little wrist support systems. And as you can see, when I crochet, I have an ergonomic handle. I take breaks, and that's why we have our stretch breaks. We try to do that every half hour so we don't damage or, just give ourselves breaks and stretch every little ligament so nothing goes wrong on that end. But we are still working on this commission. I'm hoping to get it done sooner rather than later because it is a friend commission, so didn't want to keep him waiting too much longer. But I did show him progress lately. He's really big fan of the material we're using. If you recall, this is a red heart yarn. It's super, super soft, a little weird to work with, but it's turned out pretty great. We are making a fox from Genshin Impact. I'll be sure to post pictures when it is completed. We got the body piece right here that we completed. We have the head. We have the two little front pawsies. And we have an ear. And tonight we're going to work on another ear. We're going to try to make a muzzle and the tail if we can. We're going to see what we can get done today. I might crochet a bit more tomorrow. But, that reminds me. I got to do the laundry soon. But yeah, that's what we're working on tonight. And tonight we're also trying something a little different. a different alcohol. This is Capriccio Passion Fruit Sangria. I'm not a big drinker of sangria. I picked this up because it was on a rollback at Walmart, so it was a deal. And also, I wanted to see if it'd be good. I can't recall if I've had sangria before. I probably haven't, just don't remember. But I was hoping maybe it would be as sudsy as my usual wines, because that's why I usually drink a whole bottle in one stream, because, like, if you don't drink a sudsy wine right away, it's like soda. It goes flat and it's not as good the following week, so I can't just split the bottle. I have to finish it all at once if I still want it to be good. Smells good. So I gotta get a...
Nice.
It looks like... Is it sudsy? Poured it. Doesn't look like it's very sudsy, so that'd be good if it wasn't. I'm gonna put this on a tissue because it's got a lot of condensation rolling off, and I don't want it to damage my desk or my things. So, let's give it a try. It's pretty good. I don't think I was crazy about this flavor. It's got kind of a bitter aftertaste. But I'll try a different flavor next time. Let's see, what do we got in the chat? Charles B says, "Hi, plot twist, Bronny's been dead this whole time." I knew it! He's only haunting this house.
That would explain a lot. That I
Probably when he got back from the mountain.
Battle said, "Hello, Newman." Countess said, "Me, hey, Countess, what you doing, girl?" It's always nice to have you on the stream, in the chat, doing what you do. We're just crocheting today. We're working on a commission. Hoping to get closer to having it finished today. So we hope you enjoy. So, Emerald was talking about his day. How about we talk about everyone else? Bronny's working on something rather special, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm plugging away at the next King Sombra at the moment, and it looked like, well, right now all I gotta do is completely rebuild my credit sequence, because Premiere updated again and freaking ruined everything.
Isn't that just typical?
Well, see, they feel the need to do that. But yeah, if I go quiet for long periods of time, it's because I'm focusing on that.
Yeah, guys, so look forward to that. So, Brandon, how was your day?
What? No. It was alright.
Pretty cool. I spent most of the day cleaning because I am a responsible housewife and have to get them chores done while my man works. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
I get on there and Cinderella myself.
I've instructed Heather to take next week off the chores so I can do them for her.
It's very
What
sweet.
the frick?
Maybe I'll spend that time working on either videos, finishing up this commission if I haven't already. So many commitments, so little time. I have a lot of projects I've been wanting to start. Like, do you remember me painting that chest a while back that I posted on Twitter? I've been wanting to get more blank chests and just trying different things, but, I can't justify spending money on more materials right now. I want to do stuff with hair accessories, like I got those hair spirals from the Ren Fair recently, and it's given me ideas. It's just, too many things you want to pursue at once. And you can't justify the expense at the moment.
Yeah. Oh man, they completely changed this up.
Charles B asked, "Do you keep any swords in your room, Heather?" Yes, I do. That is my Halo Energy Sword. If you're talking about real ones, no, that's in Bronny's room. Countess says she's also fighting with her editing software after having to replace a fried hard drive. Oh, that's hardcore, girl. Angel Speed said for Bronny, what time can people...
fried.
Oh, yeah. What time can people expect to see King Summer Ruins Everfree Northwest 2021?
Tomorrow afternoon. It should have been done today, but the credits and the color correction took longer than I expected it to.
In short, you get it when you get it. But from the looks of it, I think it looks pretty good. I am not going to be featured in this one. I couldn't afford to go out to the con last year. I don't think this year will be much different either. Gotta just, I had a big move last year, not last week. Because if it was last week, damn. It's been a long week. But I think I gotta focus on just staying home and getting just, solidifying my stability. I have a good job. But let's build up a little bit of money and just try to get through the year and the holidays. Save up some stuff.
There's a fairly decent chance I'm banned from conventions anyway.
Yeah, that's not delve too deep into that. I'm sure that's not the case.
We'll find out, I guess.
Charles B says,
Why'd you do that?
I have COVID wrong thing.
Charles B says, for some reason, I keep thinking Bronny's room looks either like a dojo or an armory. Kinda. Or like a studio.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like a photography studio, actually. There's Twitter. Who said that?
Charles B?
I don't know if he follows me on Twitter.
Oh, Charles B also asked Mr. Emerald, what would you do if Bronny Sombra approached you?
Which Bronny Sombra and was he approaching me?
Bronny as King Sombra, and he's approaching you rather aggressively, as he does everything like.
Okay, so am I getting yelled threats, or is it just approaching menacingly?
I'm gonna assume approaching menacingly.
I'd face the challenge head on.
You'll die. He's cool with that.
Yeah, probably.
There was one time, I think it was the second BronyCon I filmed, and and somebody like called me out, and they're like, "Hey, do you want a sword fight or oh no?" He goes, "Hey," and then I turn around, and I'm like, "Oh, you got some gold, don't you?" And I come running at him. The video cuts off like right as I'm about to like throw a punch, but like when we were, he's like, oh, chill. I'm like, and then I grabbed him and I went, so am I. He's like, dude, that was so scary. I thought you were actually gonna hit me.
Countess went, hug the Sombra. It will confuse him long enough to escape. That's my tactic.
Somebody did that in the very first King Sombra room.
Perfect.
With Heather, that probably works, but with me, I'm liable to just get suplexed.
You have to avoid the spikes on his armor to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I'll try to jump kick him, and he'll have sparring flashbacks and spin me across the hills.
You throw a pretty good punch or two, Emerald. You might.
If you drop kicked me in my armor, odds are you would just bounce off.
Probably, but I'd probably leave it dead at the very least.
I don't think you can dent dead armor with your bare hand.
Barefoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm jump kicking it.
Yeah, I know what you meant, and I know what I said. I wanted to get a dent, like I had fallen on a ledge and dented the back plate, and I wanted to get the dent out, and it took me on it with a sledgehammer to put it back into place. So I don't think your foot is gonna beat out a sled.
Good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe my foot could be a sledgehammer. Why don't you stop?
Brandon, why?
I want to see if it can be a sledgehammer. So walk into it's hard to speak and then I don't know, I'll take you back.
That went down the wrong tube. Charles B says, now I want to see Brawny Sombra's nose get booped to video. Has that not happened already?
No. The crown covers my nose. I am boop proof.
We'll see about
And
that.
part of me kind of likes the Oni mask I wore that I'm wearing in the new video, but I'm also not really sure. Like if I want to keep it, because sometimes it gets crooked on me and looks weird. It also like adds to my face. I don't know. I guess
was
we'll
okay. Like,
see how people respond to it.
like, I'm not a fan of that aesthetic with like the teeth and the stuff. I don't know. I'm more of a like cover your mouth kind of person. But like, I thought
Yeah.
it looked all right. Now, since I'm not the type to like it, it probably means it's good. Charles B says, no, wait, I already covered that. Charles B says, could Emerald take Heather in a fight? He stands a pretty good chance. Like, we were doing sparring while he was visiting, and he punched me in the face. And I was like, oh, I can't go baby mode on you, can I?
Yeah, we
So
spoke to
the
them
point is, if I started winning, I was even assuming that Brawny stood back is like, this is a fair fight, I will let this play out. My sister would clothesline me out of nowhere, even if she was states away.
Oh, she's a big, like, don't fight with girls or something, or like, if anyone's gonna fight you, I'm gonna fight you.
I don't know about don't fight with girls, but she is a very, if anyone's gonna fight you, it's gonna be me person, and she actually made it, if not to black belt, really close.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah, but wasn't a black belt from a good school.
I don't know because I never went into it. I will look up the details and fire them really quick.
Take her. The only one thing he needs to do is take her in a fight, and he'll know. Charles B says, Emerald punches Heather. Brawny goes super rage Super Saiyan mode. Now, keep in mind, I had a sparring helmet on with like things, so he punched me, but it really would. He just punched the cushion of the helmet, so he didn't hurt me or anything. I kind of just got like a poof, and I was just like, huh, okay. I will be more aware. Like in general, I'm not a good sparer, and to be fair, I have a lot of disadvantages when it comes to our group. Like I hate to play like the I'm just a girl card, and I'm not. It's just thinking of it literally. I just have a lot of disadvantages. All the guys are taller than me, outweigh me, outstrength me, out cardio me, and in general, have more experience. Emerald, he still has the reach advantage. He still has the height advantage. I don't know how much Emerald weighs, so he could have the weight advantage as well. So
I'm about 180.
yeah, you outweigh me. So yeah, I still got a lot of disadvantages, even if it's just like a random guy just running into the sport. I just have all the physical disadvantages because I'm shorter and built different in a not so beneficial way. And it's just something I can't help. I'd have to make up for it by like boosting the things that my natural physical body does have advantages in, like maybe being smaller, making myself smaller and hard to hit. I don't know, maybe I could be faster, more flexible. It's hard to say. I'm not too focused on sparring. I don't have a good time with it, so
Yeah, so I try to avoid doing it, but it would still be good to know because it's still a really good form of cardio if nothing else.
I won't
So
deny that. I won't deny that.
Yeah, so the way we can turn it around is we've got to drill form a lot.
No shock there. It's like, you want to know how you get better at the thing you don't like to do? You're going to have to do more shit you don't like to do.
Well, not sparring, though. It'd be padding.
Which, not crazy about. It's not the worst.
Which is, just a lot of repetition on that until it's looking good, and you get the flexibility to throw any technique as fast as you can throw a front hand.
Yeah.
And that way, and then after that, it's just a matter of footwork, which is a matter of tactics, which is a matter of practice. But that can be trained outside of sparring too. So that would be how you would score, but then the next big obstacle after that is getting hit, because it's not reasonable to assume that. I mean, even if you had been training all your life and they hadn't, and they had only just started, it's not reasonable to assume that you can go a full round without without getting scored on at least once. Like perfect scores almost never happen. And sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. So what you need to have is the defense as well. You got to be able to duck and weave and escape, and you've got to be able to block, and you've got to be able to roll with a hit if you ever get tagged.
Yeah.
And those are the things that you can't really practice outside.
Battleship Agincourt asks, is anyone here fans of Boris Vallejo, the artist? I haven't heard that name before. You guys?
Never heard of it.
Alright. Charles B says, would Heather play the sick Brawny on someone card? In a scripted, like, setting, like, for a video or something? Like, totally. I totally would. Now, in a real-life situation? I guess it would depend. Like, if I'm in a situation where I'm in danger, I definitely would be like, Brawny, get me out. I might die. I wouldn't be like, oh, Brawny, when you're busy, this guy's kind of stabbing me in the abdomen, if you wouldn't mind. But
you almost had to sick me on somebody at BronyCon time.
No, that was Babs. Are we thinking of this?
No, we are not thinking of the same thing, but it did happen to Babs as well. Where I stepped between you and some guy that was being kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's another situation where, like, it's just the easiest solution. Because I could say it myself, like, no thanks, I have a boyfriend, but guys be persistent and either think I'm lying or just don't care about that aspect. So you have to bring in the physical boyfriend and be like, this is the man I'm dating, I'm taken, he's bigger than you, go away.
I don't know about bigger.
You're bigger, like,
average.
your shoulders are like this.
I'm average height in most situations.
Now, for like a verbal argument, or like if someone tries to start a flame war with me on Twitter, it's not gonna be like, well, I'm gonna get my boyfriend to argue for me. No, it's not gonna be anything like that. Because for one, I don't have beefs with anybody. People could have beef with me and I wouldn't know about it, but like, I don't really do that. Like, I don't argue with anybody. Because, like, if somebody, like, immediately starts to go in, and you can tell someone's aggressive and wants to have, like, a argument with you, maybe I'll entertain it for, like, a few comments, but if I see it's just gonna be an annoying, like, pointless encounter, I'll just block them. I'm someone who is very familiar with the block, but, like, I don't know why people even have, like, a problem with other people online when you can just block the ones you don't like. It's just that easy for me. But maybe I've been lucky.
Yep.
I don't have any problems. I was following a Twitter account, and I still do. This girl I follow, she posts art for like Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. It's really great. But this week she got her Twitter account hacked and she has it back now. But it was really like something that kind of pissed you off because it wasn't just like a subtle, they quietly funneled money and it happened so quick. It was someone who was really dragging it out and like posting dumb tweets that are clearly not about her, and then post like a very, very obviously fake tweet about like, oh, my parents just got in a car accident. Send money to this email address that was so obviously not hers because it was a guy's name, like it was John or some shit. And like their last tweet that they put out was like, thanks for the free bag. And like freaking and said a whole bunch of racial slurs and shit. And like it was just so apparent and like just a shitty person you could tell overall. Like, I even commented on the tweet just because I felt especially mad, which I probably should have done, but I just said, like, on that tweet, it's like, dude, You're way too obvious. Ain't no one gave you any. No one gave you any. But I guess they did do something more subtle, like they supposed that the commissions were open and took money from people right away, even though that's not the way the artist typically does commissions. Like they wait until they have a sketch done and the person's like, okay, here's your money. It was a real shitty thing. Bullshit show.
I've got a meme for people like that. Let me go fetch it real quick.
Oh,
And I'm
boy.
not gonna-
I think, Emerald, I need you to become a scientist and find a virtual way for me to punch people like in the face.
Ronnie,
Look,
can you fetch me a music meme?
I can try. I don't know how good I'd be at it. What do you need?
There's anything.
You need a boost, don't you?
Alright.
You need a boost. Don't worry, I can help you.
Maybe if you make fun of band kids, that might.
How was that? Did that help?
You know what? A band kid would still be into that, so that does help. I can just imagine it's a band kid. Anyway.
We're playing the Ultra Instinct theme.
Alright, so here, Heather, you should have replied to that tweet with this picture.
Are you putting it in
In
Chaos and
memes.
Crochet? Oh, you're putting it in
I'm
memes.
putting it in meme.
Thank you. I like to share with everyone. Can I just say the picture of Starlight Glimmer Coon put in the memes channel looks very sexual.
I was trying not to think it, but you're right.
No, it's not you. You're not a perv. It is.
I think you're projecting. I didn't freaking see that.
Maybe I'm a perv. I don't know.
Stop being a pervy.
Oh,
Yeah, being for touch grass. Yeah, touch grass.
I don't like touching the
She
grass.
gets scratched. She gets allergic reactions to it.
Get hive, you know.
Touch concrete.
System.
Touch concrete.
Yeah, I'll touch concrete if it's not hot. I don't go outside. The outside hurts me.
You wouldn't last a minute in Australia.
No, I wouldn't. I would like some kangaroo meat, though. I want to taste it.
Oh, kangaroo is good.
That's why I want it. I didn't even know they ate that until you said so.
When all this COVID stuff gets less restrictive over that way, I'll see if I can line something up to squeeze you in with Archer for a little bit.
That's never gonna happen.
Oh, man, I want to go to Italy. Maybe I better just, monitor my expectations. Because what if the food isn't as good as I'm thinking? That's what I'm mostly interested in, is the food. I hope it's good.
It's all tomatoes, Heather.
It's
It's
pasta.
all tomatoes and onions.
It's pasta with pizza, and they got steaks, too. And I want to try their wine. Brownie, I'm going to get so wicked drunk.
That's unfortunate.
MLP Unplugged says, good question. Have you ever watched BNA? It's pretty cool. What's BNA?
Brand new animal. It's an anime by the people that did Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill.
But was it good?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Probably not.
I think it's on Netflix. I'd give it the 3-episode try. When is the freaking second season of The Promised Neverland coming on Netflix? Or do I gotta freaking Crunchyroll that shit?
Probably have to control it.
Charles B asked, do you still wear COVID masks when you go out? Not in Florida. They don't really have the restriction in Florida. God, I'm feeling itchy in my back. I hope that's just...
The only time I have to is when I'm on the bus.
Yeah. And you know what? I think you probably want to. I remember riding the bus to school and to work for a while, and I don't know, I didn't like the characters I met on the bus. It was never good. I never met somebody who was a friend on the bus. It was the worst. Some of my worst encounters on the bus, I should tell you guys about this day. I'm sure I've talked about it on the stream before. Maybe I've told you guys, but I can't remember. So stop me if you've heard this one. I dressed up for college one day, and I went to college, and it was peculiar because I noticed I got a lot of male attention that day. Going to school on the bus, there was a guy, I was playing Pokemon Go, so I thought that was the reason, and he started talking to me, giving me his life story, and mentioning very clearly that he was single. Then I go into class, for the day, a guy in class asks me out, and I'm like, wow. And then I go back on the bus to the mall this time, and the guy at the bus stop, as I'm waiting to go home, is like following me around and asking me what I'm doing, and like very flirtatiously, and I did not like that. And I go home, and I'm like, Mom, I got all these guys up on me today. I don't know what's going on. And she goes like, well, it's probably because you're wearing a see-through shirt, honey. And I look at my shirt. It was like an Avengers shirt, but the logo was right here, and the rest of the shirt was completely see-through, like you could see my bra and shit. And I'm like, Mom, you saw me leave for school today. Why didn't you tell me this shirt was so obviously see-through? I didn't notice. And she goes like, oh, I thought you did this, honey. Thought you wanted to get some. My mom's always been a bit too encouraging me with me getting some.
That's good.
No, if you've guys ever seen my Flutter Spy cosplay, like, yeah, you guys remember Flutter Spy from, like, its first appearance in Magic Duel, and it came back a while later. But, I basically have that cosplay. It's like a hoodie. There's, like, lace on the side of that hoodie that I'll wear. And my mom had the idea of, like, don't wear a shirt underneath it. Just wear a blue bra. It'll be sexy. And, of course, I'm just like, okay, Mom. That was her idea.
Well then.
Oh, Ma. But yeah, so most of that happened on the bus. And I've also just, like, yeah, people are very inconsiderate on the bus. Like, I've been sitting next to people that it was the worst. Like, in one situation, like, someone's headphones were so turned up loud on their head that I could hear their music, and of course, on top of that, they had me, like, drumming to themselves and bopping their head side to side, rubbing up against me, and I'm like, what's wrong with you that you can't, like, respect a physical boundary? And I was sitting next to a girl who had headphones on and was singing the song that she was listening to, and I'm just like, I hate you so much. Like, I remember if her singing was good, I just hated the fact that she was singing next to me. I don't want to hear what you're listening to. You have headphones on so I don't hear it. And freaking... Oh, there was the one time that, like, the bus was so completely full, and some asshole had the audacity to put a bag on the seat they were sitting next to so no one could sit next to them. Everyone else had to stand up, and that was the day, like, the bus stopped so hard one time it knocked me the hell over with a backpack on. No one helped me up, by the way. Fuck you guys. So fuck that. Never want to eat a bus again. Fuck a bus. I'll go on a bus tour, but fuck public transit. Oh, it's about 10:33. I should stretch. Ooh, they're already cracking. Hear that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you and Bronny pick in an Emerald versus Brandon fight? I don't know. What are your stats? Emeralds? Brandon, you got stats.
I do. I'm awful.
You guys stats. I have a loadout.
Brandon, I believe in you. You can do it. I don't know why you're fighting, but if Bronny's backing up Emerald, I'm backing up Brandon.
Nah, you just
You're going to have at least one sparring match.
Yeah, I don't have anything on for me. You just beat me up. It doesn't matter.
Countess Rose said my mom would have dragged me back into the house by my ear. Your mom sounds normal, but keep in mind I was in college, so I don't know, your mom probably still would have done it. But yeah, my mom was always like, not only is she old school, she's old school with some vanity stuff, like values going on there. You know how it is. Or maybe you don't, your mom was normal. Charles B. says, Bronny secretly wishes he saw me in that shirt. Man, I had to get
At the time I wasn't thinking about it.
What happened to that shirt? I might have gotten rid of it because it wasn't always see-through. I think that's one reason I put it on that day. And I wore it with no undershirt because, like, it wasn't always quite see-through. But I think the shirt was already, like, of a thin material. And so, like, just turned transparent. It was, like, a light blue, too. So it was kind of white anyway. Countess Rhodes says, I will be 29 next month. She would still do it. Yep, you have a normal mom. Normal. Charles B. says, my mom would have said the devil would take your soul. That's normal in certain parts of the country.
That reminds me, we still gotta finish Cuphead.
Well, yeah, I like the animated series. Yeah, I have it on my Netflix. I'll wait till you come back and we'll watch more.
Alright.
It is a good show.
Oh. It is. So, I had an idea for the bill.
What's your idea?
I am going to paint one of the walls with a diamond pattern. Or no, a hexagonal crystal like pattern.
That'd
Okay,
be,
but why though?
that's his thing.
That it's probably going to take all day. You're probably going to call me an idiot no less than 5 times that day.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be a personal design choice, so you'd have to get your own paint. But like, if you're doing it, you do it. You're do whatever. I guess. I'd wait on it
Oh,
until
yeah,
you're
no,
all
it's-
settled in.
You cut out a little bit for me, would you say?
I'd say wait until you're settled in and all that stuff. But it's gonna be your space, so you do what you want.
Yeah. Part of the issue is, if I wait until I'm settled in, then I have to move stuff to paint.
Oh, that's true. Come with paint.
Yeah, I definitely gotta look into it.
Something to workshop. Do you know which wall you'd even do it on?
Yes. The one that is furthest from the main house.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, isn't that the longest wall?
Yes.
All right. Be careful with your color choice. I know your shade of green looks good on a computer, but I don't know how it translates to a wall. I don't know. I feel like it would make a difference.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna spend like a week in the paint department before I do decide on a color.
That's cool. My OBS has a notification thing on it, and I don't know how the fuck do you check a notification thing on OBS?
Good question.
Makes no damn sense.
Especially on stream.
OBS is doing something weird lately where I've had to like it's connected to my stream, like that thing you had me sign up for, do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of connected to that. It like asks me about shit and I usually just don't have time to set shit up. Yeah, I don't know. It's been weird because Bronny updated it the other day and it did something weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till after the stream to update slobs. So
Yeah. Ooh, time to refill. You know, I said I wasn't a fan of it before, but it's growing on me, this flavor. So, they did have a watermelon flavor. I hesitated with it because sometimes watermelon doesn't translate well to these kind of beverages because it just tastes like an extra watery but only slightly sweet drink. But maybe it'll be good. You know, up that artificial watermelon flavor, okay? You don't have to be natural with me. You can fucking put all the artificial shit in there that you want. It's the weekend and I'll drink it.
I just noticed that it's stored at stored outside where I am right now. And with fishing outside, see the light strikes me. So I'll be
Brandon, I'm gonna get you to therapy, dude. What's up with you tonight?
Very
Whatever it is, okay. You just need a nap.
it's not the only thing I need, but I guess
What else do you need?
things I won't disclose.
Okay, well, we're gonna get you an intervention here. You've been like this for the last several months, and it's not healthy, and it's not good, and we're worried about you.
Let's tone it down a little bit, eh, guys? Getting a little too deep.
Get some coffee or take a nap if you need some sleep. You're not getting enough sleep.
Actually, I went to sleep at a pretty reasonable time last night.
Okay, did you wake up at a reasonable time?
I did, and I usually wake up before my alarm too, at least an hour.
All right, well, that's a step in the right.
Yeah, I mean, I usually go back to sleep anyway because I don't have to like technically do things now. But yeah,
Okay.
All right. I want to just end this little segment here saying that we all care about each other. We only want the best for each other. That's all.
Mhm.
I love you all. Now let's talk about how fucking big my fish is. He's pretty
Yeah,
big.
we're gonna have to get him a new tank.
We've been having that discussion. I've called a little small business that sells aquarium equipment about a 30-gallon tank. The 30-gallon tank, super cheap. Only like around $60. Now, it's getting something for the tank to be on that's expensive. Like, I don't know why aquarium stands are so expensive. Maybe it's because they try to make it more structurally sound so that it doesn't break under the weight of. Because I hear with every 10 gallons of water, it's like, what's the translation on that? Like 10 pounds? I don't know. It's just 100 pounds, maybe. Every gallon of water is 10 pounds. So, like, a 10-gallon tank would be 100 pounds. Is that right? Emerald, do math! Yeah, I guess that might be why aquarium stands are more expensive, but like Bronny's pointed out to me that like you could just get a dresser that like is long enough and put the tank on top of it and it would still be good. So that's what I'm looking into right now. I'm looking at a few. I'm waiting for people to send me measurements because I've looked at dressers that look like they're long enough and I'm just like, okay, give me the exact measurements on that because I have a finite space. It needs to be a certain way. Like how do you
Water is about 8 1/3 pounds per gallon.
Oh yeah, so run that up. It's like 9. Jesus. Honey, how is the stand we have? Like
What do you mean?
stand that spoons on right now, how long is it?
I don't know.
You know what? I can figure this shit out right now. You left your tape measure here.
Indeed.
Shit's about 25 inches.
Mhm.
So we got that going on. So yeah, I'm dealing with that, trying to get a better place because we've realized the 10-gallon tank I have right now is losing water. To test the theory, because Bronny noticed it before me, I was just like, sure, it's losing water. It's just not like we haven't looked at it, noticed the water level in a while, and it looks lower than it is. So I put a piece of rainbow tape on the water, like, put it so like the top color was like below the water line. And like within 2 weeks, because I check his nitrate levels weekly and I do a water change based on that. So I haven't had to change the water in a while because the nitrate levels are good. But based on that, like the water level has descended below all the colors on the rainbow tape. And now it's like an inch below the rainbow tape. So it's definitely losing water. I don't know where it's going because nothing around here is wet. But it's losing water. And I don't think that's supposed to happen.
You've checked the backside for any water, right?
I haven't checked it very well because I haven't like moved stand out of the way. But I haven't noticed like collections of water. But yeah, I probably just tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to do a water change with him anyway because I don't think the new tank and stand are gonna happen this weekend. I keep wanting to get it done over the weekend. I probably got to get in contact with that store and make sure I can get a tank still. They still have some by the time I go there. Not that like people are freaking buying aquariums by the boatload right now, but who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna have to give him another water change. So while the tank is like not as full, I'll probably kind of move things aside and check because yeah, where the fuck is that water going? And maybe if I can find the leak, I can like do something about it so I can at least prevent a little bit of this happening, because the less water Spoon has, the less places he has to go. And he's always.
Mhm.
I kind of feel bad because it really is apparent sometimes that the 10-gallon tank is still not enough either. He used to be in a tank that was 3.5 gallons, if you can believe it. That's where he started his life, and that's where he was living until we moved here, because I got Bronny to get me a bigger tank when I came in, so he'd have a bigger place to be. And I think he really loved the extra space. It kind of grew when he got here, but now he's big enough to where I can't even have things in there with him, little stands and stuff for him to interact with, because there's not enough room for him to move around. And now there's nothing in there with him other than pebbles, and he's just swimming around looking at himself in the glass, and he's got nothing to do. I want him to have a bigger tank to swim around so he feels stimulated. It's a sad existence because I can't really do anything for it.
Mm. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck.
Pets, what are you gonna do? He still isn't as tiresome as Knife can be sometimes. What can you do? That cat. We gotta put Laxatone. We gotta give her Laxatone now, because we were feeding her a bit more because people kept saying she was too skinny. And Ronnie's vet sister came down and was just like, "Yeah, she's too skinny. Give her some more food." And we did, but then within a week and a half or 2 weeks, she started barfing at least 3 times. So I asked the vet, so we've been feeding her more and she's throwing up now. What the fuck? And they just go, the extra amount of food is irritating the hairballs in her stomach, so you gotta do something about the hairballs, and you can just keep feeding them. I'm just like, okay. And this is on top of all the other fucking problems she has. Bitch, she's diabetic, so you have to give her insulin to help with her blood sugar, but she's allergic to the insulin, so she starts biting her back, so you have to give her an allergy shot for the allergies, but then the allergy shot spikes her blood sugar, so you gotta give her more insulin, but more insulin she's allergic to. Luckily, we found a way to deal with that. Give her allergy medication orally for 2 weeks, and it does the same thing and doesn't spike her blood sugar, so that's something. But yeah, it's just she's got a million fucking problems. Some of them she can do nothing about and doesn't understand why we're putting things in her mouth or sticking her with a needle twice a day. What am I supposed to do about that?
I don't know.
Oh, Knife, I try my best for you. She's sleeping in the corner lately, of the hall. I don't really get it. I think she might think I'm too loud. She was resting kind of peacefully on our bed, and then I turned on the TV to listen to the news or something, and then she just started going to the corner of the bed and just meowing, and I'm like, "What do you want? What is it?" And then she hops off the bed and leaves. And I'm like, "I think you probably just didn't like TV." Countess says, "Poor baby." Yeah, a lot of these problems just aren't her fault or anything. I mean, she's a cat. Nothing's her fault, really. But, she's old, too. What can you do? There's only so much I can do to help her quality of life. I'm doing the best I can. And I don't trust anyone else with the job but me. Maybe Sweetie. Sweetie would do it, but, this is the cat I wanted, so I gotta take responsibility.
Mhm. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure out the new titling on Premiere. And it's a I gotta re-import every single file. There were 40 of them files.
I imagine that's a pain. But at least everything's backed up.
Yeah, and I got people to talk to and keep the company while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I could not do that. When I would edit myself, I can't listen to anyone else. Also made it incredibly tiresome. That when I'm editing, I'd have to focus on that completely, because if people were talking, it was too distracting and I couldn't do what I needed to do. So I had to isolate myself with no stimulating things and edit things myself. And that's just what I found so infuriating, that I couldn't listen to music while I did it. I couldn't talk to people while I did it. I had to focus on editing to get shit right. And I think that's what makes it so incredibly frustrating for me. You can do it and talk to people and do whatever. And I admire the ability, but I just can't. It's so frustrating.
It took practice.
I'm sure.
And there are some things that I can't like earlier today when I was mixing, I had to have my headphones on, and I couldn't talk to people when I was doing that because then I'm not hearing things accurately.
Oh yeah, well you have to listen, so you can't listen to other things while you're doing it.
Yeah,
You can't do multitasking listening. That's too much for the human brain. Audio
very
mixing
difficult.
stuff. Yeah, audio mixing, fine. I'd line up audio just fine.
Hmm.
I gotta get back into doing editing though, because well, not only do I edit my own shit these days, you can't get better at it if you don't do more of it.
Unfortunately, true.
Yeah. I remember the last time I tried editing something. No, it wasn't the last time, but it was like a time. I was editing together that Halloween video that I made, the collaboration between me and Sweetie, and you were in the opening bit. And I had just figured out how to key things right to make it look like I was moving stuff in midair. And I was just like so proud of the thing I had accomplished. Then Sony Vegas totally crapped out on me, and I was super pissed. And you had to edit the entire video for me because I forget exactly what happened, but like I couldn't. I think Sony Vegas just kept crashing anytime I tried to do anything, and I got frustrated. And I wanted it out during October.
Yeah, I remember that happening in the neck.
Yeah, so all that effort, and I accomplished the ability to do something, and I couldn't even display it because like Sony Vegas, just, damn it.
And then I turned it around in a couple of hours.
Yeah, because you're that good. I always have someone helping me with editing, whether it's Lamplight, Edits Coon, or Bronny. Just maybe a part of me is like, maybe editing isn't just something you're meant to do because like fuck can you not do it and you hit like a roadblock every time, but like you gotta try.
Hmm.
Gotta try. The last thing I edited together is probably the last Kazoo Confoundry that I made that was Gravity Falls. That wasn't so hard to edit together because most of that was drawing. I drew like not an entire, but like a 3-stage wing animation, and it worked out just fine. That looked pretty. I actually watched that recently, and I'm like, it doesn't look like animation, but I liked it.
Well, that's what animation is, though.
You notice the freaking actual cover is only about like a minute, maybe a little less, and the credits take longer to go by, and it's just like a picture I drew. It's like I think I was a little too proud of that picture I drew. It's not even that good, but I liked it. I have that picture as my wallpaper on my computer.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta find more time to draw too. What have I been doing if I'm not drawing or crocheting? Because I definitely hadn't had time for either. As it
We've
was.
been working 2 jobs each of us and exercising 4 times a week.
And unfortunately, that is stuff we have to prioritize, don't we? We have to prioritize our health. We have to prioritize our financial stability. At least I'm at a second job now. Like, I didn't hate my second job at a discount store. Like, of course, there were moments, but, like, the big thing was that it was so many hours at the end of the day, and I was getting very, very tired. I now have a second job where, like, it's only 2-hour shifts, and I go, like, in 3 times a week, and I'm working for a small business that's run by a friend, and I work out of his house. I'm sorting Legos. So it's great. I listen to music, I go through packages, it's fine, and then I go home. Or I go to and it's only 2 hours, and he only lives, like, a few minutes away from us, so it's not a big deal. And I get paid pretty well for that. It's fine. I like it. So it's not as bad as it used to be, and I like just having money on the side, because God knows we always need it.
Yeah.
I want to just have enough saved up and get us into a good space where, like, and past, like, all the expenses of repairing the house and all that other surprise stuff, and past all medical stuff, like my wisdom teeth removed and making sure have a physical and I get a pap smear and a mammogram and all that stuff's up to date. Where, like, the spare money can then be used to be saved up for any emergencies and then just to anything else I want to do.
Hmm.
I guess that's everybody in their 20s right now. All right, you guys, you gotta help me understand what the hell Charles B just. Would you call a fight a Donnybrook? What the mean?
That's a Canadian phrase.
I guess I don't absorb enough Australian media.
Yeah. You know something? I just got to go through this and delete all of these and start again. That's what I need to do.
You know, I think I've made enough here on the foundation chain. When I get up to here, I'm going to start the decreasing. Have I gone too long like this? No, that's perfect, exactly. I gotta pay attention. I'm making the ear, and I made this one by decreasing on just one side of it until it kind of made an ear shape. These are, gosh, this yarn is just freaking soft. I like the material a lot. It's just that you can't count stitches with this because you can't even see the freaking stitches. Like, do I have something that's like half made with some other yarn? I don't. But with regular yarn, you can clearly see stitches and come out. When yarn is fluffy, like it's a string with just, lines of fluff on it, I can't see stitches. I guess you wouldn't really get it unless you were crocheting something yourself or something like that. But yeah, there's no count. I'm really going off of what I know works. So this material is super nice. The product's going to be super plush, super nice, stuff like that. But it's something that's not exactly the best to work with. Oh, Charles B remembered something from a while ago. Does Bronny still leave his shoes everywhere, Miss Heather? And I go, no. Bronny's actually got better at that. He doesn't leave his shoes everywhere because he knows that annoyed the crap out of me because he'd always put it exactly somewhere I needed to go. Like, I would, from our kitchen, there's, a few steps that go down into the living room, and I take those 2 steps, and of course, that's where he leaves his shoes! So as soon as I take a step down there, it's like, shit, tripping. Or he'd put them right in front of the chair. Every morning when I go eat breakfast, I sit in the same chair every day to have breakfast at our dining room table. And I go there, and of course, that's where he'd leave his shoes. Now, you could say, Heather, why don't you just look where you're stepping? And I go, does anyone ever look where they're going? When they're just walking, you look straight ahead of you. You don't look at what's on the freaking floor in your own house. You don't. But yeah, he's gotten way better. I haven't seen his shoes in a place they don't belong in an awful long time. So he's been very considerate. Good job, Bronny. Good job. Character development right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. The only other thing that annoyed me that he would do is, just leave his clothes everywhere. But, he's kept that to his side of the bedroom, so I don't care. I'm like, you know what? He needs his space to be a man or whatever. Charles B. also asked, do they have that material in white? It seems nice for a rarity crochet. I didn't see it in white. I don't remember. I got it at, a discount store called Ollie's. So that's why I got it for such a good price, and I'm not charging a lot for it because I got the yarn at such a deal. But I don't find it hard to imagine that they would. It would be interesting to try and do my regular pony patterns on this because I wouldn't be able to count stitches, and a lot of my patterns rely on me being able to count stitches. It definitely would be nice to have a pony made out of this plush because then maybe I could finally hold up to those plushes that everyone else gets that are made out of the same material. And even though mine takes more hours, it requires a lot of skill. I'm not saying people who make plushies out of that material don't have skill, but I feel like mine requires just so much more of me and so many more hours of manpower, and they charge hundreds of dollars for their shit. If I made plushies out of this material, I feel like they could hold up to the plushies that other people made. You know what I'm saying? But it's just this material is hard to work with. It would be a challenge for sure. It's not something I'm gonna say I'm not open to trying, at least. The one problem with Dirty is her hair. I don't know how to make that hair with yarn. I just don't know. I've tried it. I actually have a rarity plush that I made over there, when I first started crocheting. The pony base is perfectly fine. It's hair that I don't know what to do with. I don't know. I don't know if that's just beyond my. Maybe I could just crochet her because I'm used to using loose yarn as hair, but I guess I could crochet it in like a mat and kind of curl the edges of like the mat. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about because I'm thinking of the shape of the mane. Maybe it could be possible. Maybe it could be possible. But then I don't think that texture would mix very well with this yarn. You know what? You're having me spall ideas right now. That's not a good thing to do. No one's even buying this from me. Why am I thinking about it?
As you enjoy it.
And I'm good at it, I guess. Crosby says, "Oh, where do you keep your Equestria Girl anime girl figures in the room?" They are up there. You can see them. Yeah, the Kobayashi anime stuff is actually on the other side of my dresser, where you see the pony banks. They're on the other side because I like it when people walk in and look up, they'd see it. But the Equestria Girl figures I love so much are up there on the very top shelf of my figures. I'm actually working on a way to make sure that they can be more properly displayed. The problem with those Equestria Girl figures is that they're very top heavy, like in their heads, that's all the weight, and their bodies are itty bitty, so they fall over like super easy. I don't even know when they fall over. They just do. So, working on a way to get those displayed better. I really love all my figures, and figures are some of my favorite things from like franchises. Like one of my favorites is my Cobra Commander action figure, and I have a General Grievous figure that Bronny got me. Ooh, and a Baron Zemo. That was super awesome. I love figures. We got a Capper figure too. The thing is, I don't have any more shelves to put figures on, so I shouldn't get figures anymore. But I love figures. Figures are so awesome. They're like the physical manifestation of your character you could have in the palm of your hand.
So,
Aaron Davis says hello. Hey, Aaron.
hey Aaron, how you doing?
You got me talking about stuff I love. I was actually thinking about that today. Bronny's video, like him going through it, just made me start thinking about cons and what I love about them. And like my favorite part's always going shopping at the merchant hall because no matter what, I'm a white woman and I love shopping. And for a while, like I've shifted from what my favorite things to look for are. I shifted from looking for t-shirts I like to buy to pins I like to buy, and then I moved to figures. I love plushies, but I never bought them as much because plushies were always super expensive if you're buying them at a merchant hall. I did find a place that sold them really cheap at an anime convention once, but that's probably because like they got them like off, like half off or something. Yeah, like pins were my first because I like that I can pin them on my bags and stuff. But then I started losing space on my bags and all that kind of crap, and I'd lose them a lot. So I stopped doing pins. T-shirts, I lost space for t-shirts, so I stopped doing t-shirts so much. Figures, loved the shit out of figures. I've lost space for them. I still love them and I want more, but I don't have space for figures, so I shouldn't look for them anymore. So I'm trying to think of like if I go into a merchant hall, what do I want to get? And like I had posters for a while. I don't have any wall space for posters.
We still have the whole house. We could have posters in.
Don't you
Or
encourage
at least like the living space that still has a lot of bare walls out there. I was also wondering if maybe we should put in like some more shelves.
Bronny, you're gonna encourage me to get more figures.
Let's just find space for what we have at the moment, and then if there's space to fill, then maybe we'll fill space.
That's the problem, though, because with decorating the house or putting anything out there, it has to kind of be a joint decision between the both of us, or something we got to run past the both of us.
Yeah, exactly. And I've wanted to do poster shopping for a little bit because we got 2 fresh holes in the wall from some recent repairs that need to get covered.
Yeah, because fuck fixing that shit.
I know, right? That stuff's hard.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I don't want to have to go in the merchant hall and feel like I have to consult you about every purchase of where it's going to go. So it's like, I could get more plushies, but plushies are the more expensive thing that I wouldn't like. I'll be honest, I don't go in a merchant hall. Like, I'll look at plushies for sure. I'm never gonna buy one because the good ones that you actually really, really want are hundreds of dollars, which is probably a good thing for me because then I don't spend money on it. But, yeah, it's, I can't, like, I don't want to have to, like, worry about, like, oh, where's Bronny think we're gonna put this? I want something to buy. Like, stickers are also another thing that I like to buy. But then I don't know where else to put my stickers anymore. All the stuff I put, I know that the stuff I put sticker on. It's Countess sums it up pretty good. The pain of collectors running out of space. I probably would need a mansion, not because I want like a lot of space to live in, because I need more walls, shelves, and shit to put all my shit. I just gotta go to just the merchant hall and see stuff I like and be like, okay, can I have this? I do have more space on the bookshelf, so I could get comic books, but I shouldn't do that. I'm not even a very committed comic book fan. Like, my favorite comic books to buy are usually G.I. Joe comics. Like, I'm trying to think of my favorite comic is like a G.I. Joe variant where it was an alternate universe where the Cobra organization actually won, and what they would do if they won and how that would kind of like play out. Spoiler alert, I think it was G.I. Joe, not Deviant. I can't remember right now. It's actually been a while since I've read it. It goes to show what good of a comic book fan I am. But the thing is, Cobra Commander cannot handle not having something to fight, so he kind of just creates the fight all over again. Yeah. So, I could get more books and stuff. Art prints and stuff are just gonna be harder for us to find places to put. Let's see. Aaron Davis says, I'm good. Good for you, Aaron. Karen says, I put my stickers on my sketchbooks. I don't have a lot of time to draw in my sketchbook. I actually keep a small black book with me at all times. And, I used to just sketch anytime I had a free moment at work. But these days, there are no free moments. So, this is the only sketchbook I have, but I like to keep it so that it looks very discreet, because I work in a very professional kind of place, so I don't want to have anything that stands out too much, despite the fact that I show up in a Kirby backpack. But if anyone were to see me open with the book, they'd probably think I'm reading something that isn't cringy. But, in reality, drawing ponies and stuff. Oh, I gotta show you a picture I drew of Bronny a while back. Bronny, can I show him the sketch I made?
Sure.
Oh, I love this sketch. This is an old one of me licking Bronny's face. I based that off of like a freaking meme I saw where it's like when other girls look at my man, it's that freaking picture of the deer licking another deer. Am I thinking of that correctly? So I think I posted a picture of the sketch on Twitter and said like, when the thought's looking at your man and you have to assert your dominance, you just lick him. I am kind of upset that I don't have as much time to sketch these days as I did previously, because I actually have a few sketches of Has-Been Hotel OCs that no one's ever seen because I can't post them because I want to wait until I draw them on my iPad. Here's a picture of me. It says, fuck you, I got a gun. I gave myself a little belly because I'm realistic. I'm a little bit fat. This one's a picture I did of Knife as a delinquent Japanese schoolgirl. That is an OC for Beastars. I hope that show gets better, because it was good in Season 1. Season 2 lost me. Season 3, I got high hopes. Shoot, where is that picture of you? It was supposed to be near that other picture. There it is. I drew Brawny with really big mommy milkers. Daddy milkers, they don't sound as good. Look at them.
You could just say big curls and not be such a freaking weirdo.
What fun would that be? Or
I actually think correctly labeling an anime.
well, that's you, Brandon. It's not the different strokes for different folks, Brandon. Yeah, a lot of unfinished sketches here and designs. Why did I draw an owl? I don't even like owls. I mean, they're okay. But yeah, I keep a very subtle looking sketchbook with me so that I can easily disguise what I'm doing. Because I actually have a similar book that I keep with me at work that I used to keep with me in my old job. And it was where I would take notes for what my job. So that way, whenever I was looking at a book, people would think I'm just reviewing my training. Like, it was actually a thing with me at my old job where they say, like, oh, Heather has her little Bible. She's, like, trying to remember something she was trained to do. But since the books look so similar, I was actually sketching and no one could tell. So, that's my whole process.
So my microphone just decided to break on me. I don't know how long ago, but
Let me see. Charles B says, now I want to see you send Brawny Sombra to your job to have him quit for you. No! I can't quit yet! I have to have enough money on Patreon and viewers on YouTube or something. Countess says, show it again. I missed it. I assume she meant Brawny titties. I will show you the Brawny titties again, because everyone needs to see it. That's one of the best pictures I've ever made. It was made in a minute.
That's Brandon.
Oh no, Brandon, don't die. There's Brawny with some tits. She totally saw it the first time. She just wants to see it again. I need more time to draw in general. Oh, gosh. There's always just a million things you want to do. Oh, we reached another half-hour mark a while ago, and I didn't stretch. Angel Speed said pecs. Charles B says, for April Fools, draw Brawny as an Equestria girl. And you know what? I will, as a girl, Brawny. You're going to get drawn as a girl.
So you're gonna draw the Equestria Girls version of Peachy?
Nah, because I've drawn a female version of Brawny before. It was for a video I did like a million years ago. And I love the design I came up with. I posted it on DeviantArt. I thought it looked super cute. I gave him a super cute skirt and all that stuff. Now I just want to translate it to human. And it doesn't look like Kichi. For some reason, I dressed him up really just to be extra demeaning. So, look forward to that.
Peachy is a little bit darker.
And she has purple hair, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She has purple hair. Different.
No, I remember years ago, Mal and I were we were in super spitball mode, and we came up with like some sort of story where for some reason there were 100 different Brawny bucks. And one of them we brought up was, well, obviously we have to have a female Brawny, and Brawny chimed in, that's just Kichi.
Should I date Kishi?
Yeah, we already have one called Peachy, I believe what I said.
If I ever get sick of you, I'm dating Kichi. So that way I'll have you, but it's not you.
Is anyone interested in the interesting financial decisions I have made this past week?
Oh my god, what did you spend money on?
Honey barbecue tuna.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like honey. Barbecue.
Real quick here, Spencer, the emerald goes before or after your name in the patron slide, since I'm freaking redoing that.
Before, it is one word, capital E, capital S.
Alright, that's what I did.
Alright.
Thank you.
Countess Rose says, you bite your tongue, owls are awesome. You know what? I am sure owls are awesome. They're not for me, though. I don't trust them. That's just...
What about Rowlet?
We love him. I named him Cotton Ball. He's my baby, but that's just one owl. I can't think of other owls I've enjoyed.
What about Dartrix?
Okay, that doesn't because that's just the evolved form. It's the same one. It doesn't count.
Not entirely.
The other
Rowlet is a cute little cotton ball. Dartrick is an emo.
his name is still Cotton Ball, even though he evolves.
It hides knives in its wings.
It does. It finished freaking Pokemon
Okay.
Sun. I know it does.
Now, what about Decidueye?
I love him too. Okay, it's all the same evolution. It's the same thing to me. The only other
Wait, but now the really important question. What about Hisuian Decidueye?
I haven't seen that yet. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay. I was gonna fire you a picture real quick.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it, honestly, but I'm thinking about it. Freaking say in the chat if you want to see me play that game. I'll play it. I got a Switch, and we know how to.
If you haven't decided by the time I get down there, you can just borrow mine.
All right, fine. You know what I never got? Because I'm used to having multiple saves on video games these days. I don't know why on Pokemon they only let you have one save slot. You can have one character and one adventure, Like, it's like you're either, you get one playthrough, or you have to delete the whole thing and make a new one.
There actually is a way around it on the Switch.
Is there now?
Multiple.
That's the... There shouldn't have to be a workaround, though. Why can't I just have multiple saves, Nintendo? Or Game Freak, whoever. Ways. Let's see. My kitchen is decorated in them. I assume she says the house. Countess says, no, the first one you showed. Don't say that, Countess. I know you wanted to see Brawny Pecs. The first one I showed, it was probably the first one on the first page. Let me know if I'm wrong. It was just a picture, like a headshot of my OC. Without a mouth. Because I don't know why, like, without a mouth is an expression to me. It's like a blank expression. I like that look. Just not having a mouth, just being like, no mouth. Good stuff. But if that's not the one, let me know. I can show you all my sketches again. The sketches aren't anything really revealing. I didn't even show you guys all of them. I tried to draw lines at some point. Like, I'm not great at drawing. Those sketches were from a few years ago, though, so I hope I've improved. I'm trying to make a VTuber model with just my sketches, or my art style, so let's hope I'm good enough. Aaron Davis says, Emerald Spencer, you're going back to visit again? He is not. He may come to live with us.
Sorry, I was away from my computer real quick.
Oh, they were asking if you were coming to visit again. You were coming to potentially live with us at some point.
I don't... Potentially is completely out the window. It's definitely.
Yeah, we're just working on the when.
Well, it's definitely going to happen. Of course, unless like something happens out of any of our control.
Yeah, that's always.
Or you guys just you don't want me.
Like if the mill burns down in the night, we'll have to rethink things.
Yeah. But yeah, and I'm still aiming for the June.
Yeah. Charles B says, I want to see a game that brings Heather's rage out. I'm trying to think of a game that did that. No, it's any game that has, like, I will never play Dark Souls or Bloodborne or that new game, what was it, Elden Ring. Those games that are like the dark, like, it's just the things that makes them famous is that they're so fucking hard. I don't think I have the mental fortitude for it. You'd really, really have to push me to play the game because I like playing it fun. I'm not a good gamer, so like I love playing video games. That was a part of my growing up, part of my teenagedom. I love playing video games, but I do not like having it be a hard time for me because in recent years I've turned into kind of a casual gamer with it because life gets in the way. And I know how to prioritize. I know what's most important and what I need to work on. So the times I play video games, it's just for fun and I don't want to have a hard time with it. So those games that it's just purely that's what you do, you need to like sink time and skills into it. That's probably not games I'm gonna do, and it probably would be the ones that frustrate me. Angelus B says she means the one with you licking Brawny. Yeah, I can show you guys that picture again because it's the best picture I've ever made ever. Hey Coon, Edits Coon has entered the chat. Edits Coon has entered the fray. Coon, look at this picture.
How's it going?
Coon, look at this picture.
Good, look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. I don't know the rest of the song. All I know is the meme of the song. I'm sure I've listened to the song. I don't remember it.
Look at this photograph.
Okay, test.
We're gonna do it, make it laugh.
Yep.
Hey, Coon.
Okay, cool. I realized I had my mic on my other mic, so the mic wasn't miking properly.
Mike.
And now I'm here.
Hey, Coon, how have you been?
Been busy. Don't you know?
I bet you've been adjusting to a new life.
Yeah, and so far it's going okay.
It's good to hear. I'd hate it if you were having a hard time or something.
Yeah, it's all good right now. I'm thinking on finding another place to kind of chill though. Just so why not? You know what I mean? Like another house around here.
Oh yeah, you definitely got your own space, and as much of it as possible. I'm living the dream right now. I have a bedroom to share with that guy, but I also have my own corner of space, you know? And I think I would go crazy if I didn't have that.
Basically, yeah. What was I gonna talk about? And I kind of jumped in going, oh crap, you guys are doing a stream.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that because you said like last week that you were gonna hang out with us. I was gonna be like, Coon, you lied to me. You didn't hang out with us.
But now I'm here.
He's here. He's steer. He's ready to go.
Yes.
Good, I need your opinion.
Okay.
Honey barbecue tuna, yay or nay?
Honey barbecue tuna. Yay or nay? Never heard of it. I would say nay.
Okay, do you know what honey barbecue sauce is?
Yes, I know the honey barbecue, but with tuna,
Yes.
nay. I don't know. I think honey barbecue on tuna is a weird thing to put together. Usually I expect tuna to stay savory and savory with other things, mayonnaise, but never something sweet.
I think that's
Alright.
my problem with like the honey barbecue kind of thing. I don't like mixing my sweet with savory like on the same thing. Like I'll have a milkshake with the cheeseburger, but I will not pour the milkshake on the burger. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, like I mean, put it this way: I'd rather enjoy teriyaki chicken. But I'm not gonna enjoy tuna with something sweet. That's just no.
Here's the thing.
Make me want.
And once I got a 24-pack of honey barbecue tuna. I had to order more yesterday.
Looking it up. Yeah, and
I mean,
it's
it definitely sounds good.
It is delicious.
it is the thing.
54 pouches of tuna in 4 days.
From
Wow.
Walmart. That little package that actually for cheaper at the Stater Brothers that I worked at a while ago.
Don't believe the Walmart. It is nothing but lies. They don't actually stock it in Walmart.
Which is fun. Buy online at least.
Yeah, I bought mine off it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Interesting though if they make it. It's gonna be good.
It's good.
Okay, maybe next time I'll grab. I live in North Carolina. They eat some interesting stuff here.
What is the North Carolina cuisine?
From what I remember, something to do with. Let me look it up.
Seafood and minty donuts.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the minty donuts. I've heard of the donuts. Like they have this donut shop someplace out in the Outer Banks. I don't live that far east. I'm actually in central North Carolina.
It's a donut shop on Topsail Island called the Fractured Grain.
Okay, that makes sense. I've heard it's actually a tourist attraction.
Alright, so
Yes.
let me see if I
The
heard you
story behind-
correctly. Minty donuts.
Yes, but there's more to it.
Okay, because immediately this offended me.
All right. So there is a donut shop on Topsail Island called the Fractured Crew. It is named that because I believe the first store owner, either the store owner or the owner's wife, was named Prunell, and she was constantly like tripping and falling. She would constantly break a bone every time she fell, so she was constantly fracturing herself, and thus the Fractured Crew.
Interesting.
And Mickey Donuts, that's just one of the options. It is a customize your own donut shop. Is one of the flavors you can use.
Okay, good. I just don't. I hate. I shouldn't say I hate mint because I'll have it if I feel like I need a little freshener. And if I like kiss someone's mouth and they had minty breath, I wouldn't complain. But minty food, I don't like mint ice cream. I can't do mint.
Mint is one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah, you're you, Emerald. You're all about green. I expect it from you. You can like mint. Heather doesn't like mint.
Guys, you know what keeps popping up when I'm looking up this North Carolina food? They keep popping up Krispy Kreme. What is it? Did it originate here? Krispy Kreme?
You don't know what Krispy Kreme is?
No, I know what Krispy Kreme is. I get it all the time when I was back in California. They're kind of a common thing there, but it's like Krispy Kreme. It keeps popping up as North Carolina cuisine, and it's North Carolinian. Like, really? This is news to me.
You
So
know,
I'm gonna look into.
Bronny could tell you I am a big Krispy Kreme fan. It's funny that I don't know the history of Krispy Kreme, that I haven't looked into it. I am just all about the donuts. Like, I am on top of every seasonal thing or limited time item that they have. Like, I'm all about that. Like, I show Bronny a picture every time of something they have just for the holidays, and I'll be like, I want that shit. And he might get it, I might get it, I'm all about it. I love Krispy Kreme to no end.
I just learned it originated in Winston-Salem, which is about a 2-hour drive from where I'm at. I'm gonna go there when I get free time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the original Krispy Kreme and be like, bruh.
You know what? That's on my
Apparently,
bucket
it was
list.
made in 1937.
That's my bucket list, guys. That's my bucket list. We gotta go to Krispy Kreme, the OG one.
The original?
I will go there.
All right.
You know,
Let's do this. We'll put up a
what
time.
say you were founded?
Next month.
What year did you say?
1937.
1937. Hold on. I'm gonna do some math right now. 1937. I'm gonna put.
I was 4 years old that year.
No, you weren't. Guys, 2037 is going to be its 100-year anniversary. In 16 years, I'll be alive. So I will be 43. When I'm 43, I want to go to the original Krispy Kreme and have a donut on their 100th anniversary. That's what I want to do. Okay, Bronny, can you make this happen? When I'm fucking, let me get out my calculator. When I'm 43?
Yes.
Good.
Liver pudding? What the heck is a liver pudding? I'm not a fan of liver.
I've never had liver, and I don't think I want to.
Don't get liver, especially when people trick you into eating liver. It changes your life forever.
There used to be a big fan of horse when I was a kid. Not anymore.
Oh,
Interesting.
you gotta explain that to me. Also, Brandon, I didn't realize you were back in the call. Are you gonna go with me when I go to Krispy Kreme's 100th year anniversary when I'm 43?
I don't know what I got. Not that great.
We're going for the momentum, not for the sake of, look, that's a great donut. Come on, Brandon.
Brandon, you are no longer have the option to volunteer. You are being voluntold. We will hog tie you for this road trip.
Sounds like a fun time. I'll go grab them for you guys. I'm close enough.
Brandon, you have not had Krispy Kreme fresh yet in your life, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna change that. You're gonna see the error of your ways, and we're gonna go to the 100th anniversary of Krispy Kreme at the original location. That's what's gonna happen. Do you understand?
Do it.
I'm gonna go with the sizing machine.
Oh man, I've seen those things. I can do for it.
Aaron Davis just
I'm right there. I can get it.
Aaron Davis just put in the chat. I gotta wait until 2050 until I can go to Quincy for the 200th anniversary of Dunkin' Donuts. LOL. I'm a bit of partial to Dunkin' to a fault. I do not understand. I'll be honest. I've tried Dunkin', and I don't understand. I feel like the texture is spongy. As far as I know, people have told me Dunkin' is supposed to be better for their coffee. And since I am I like sugary coffee that's mostly a milkshake, because whatever. I don't get it. My mom likes the coffee there, but I do not understand. Because I've had cream-filled donuts at Krispy Kreme, and then I've had them at Dunkin'. I remember my mom was so sweet. They brought Dunkin' Donut to work one time, and we worked at the same place at one point. And she saved me a cream-filled donut. She knows I love them at Krispy Kreme, so she saved me a cream-filled donut at Dunkin'. I swear the cream-filled donut at Dunkin' felt like it was filled with slime or goo. That cream was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life, and I threw it right in the trash after one bite. It was leaking. It was almost liquid. It was gross. I didn't like it. I do not understand Dunkin'. I've had donuts there, and if I'm honest, if I was starving, I'd eat. But the texture on most of it feels spongy. I don't understand it, Aaron. You can love it as much as you want to, but I will never understand. I've tried it and I can't. I can't do it with Dunkin'.
Alright, so this Krispy Kreme is right next to Jimmy John's, but on the other side is what's the name of that place? For lease, next to a for lease building.
For lease, like as in we can rent it?
Yeah, apparently, like there's a building open right next door to Krispy Kreme, and on the other side of it is a Jimmy John. Across the street is a big parking lot, which I think has a rack room food or rack. What? And there's a guy in okay.
God, why do I love Krispy Kreme so much? Other than the fact that it's the best donut ever.
Funny thing to say, the last time I had a Krispy Kreme donut was years ago.
Yeah, not everyone can be as obsessed and dedicated as me.
Yeah.
Because I think every year of my life I've had a Krispy Kreme donut at least once. Like you can blame my older sister for it. She took me to my first Krispy Kreme, and it was kind of like an event. Like she took me there to watch them make donuts. She put the little paper hat on my head, and I had a fresh donut, and it was the best thing I've ever had. And like from then on, I loved Krispy Kreme. It was always a treat to go there. We didn't live close to one when I was a kid or as a teenager, but as I got into older, younger adult ages, we lived close enough to one where I could have one on occasion and things like that. And it's just like the oldest brand of food I've been around for the longest time. That's quality has always been very good. It's always the best when you can get a glazed donut just as they are making them. Like they have the thing on their app where you can just see whose hot lights are on, and you can go there and drive and get a fresh glazed donut. Like most of them might be pre-made. I don't care.
You know what baffles me about going from Apex to Winston-Salem? It's like going from Simi Valley to Rancho Cucamonga. That's how far it is. To me, it's like, that's not bad.
Dude, I never made that trip. Though I should have made the trip, but I didn't have my own car because I was living in a Rancho and you were living in Simi at one point.
Yeah, all I can say is it's not worth the drive because 210 is scary. I mean, the people out here drive like humongous, but other than that, it's not bad. No traffic. Traffic's not bad at all.
I gotta acknowledge something Aaron Davis said. I wouldn't be surprised if I had a Krispy Kreme donut, but I probably thought it wasn't any better or worse than Dunkin'. Aaron, if you think a Krispy Kreme donut, I'm drawing a line in the sand right now. If you think a Krispy Kreme donut is on the same playing field as Dunkin' Donut, you have not had a Krispy Kreme donut yet in your life, Aaron. We're gonna fix that.
Or it might have just been a bad Krispy Kreme donut.
You know, I won't. I
Krispy Kreme donut.
dare to say I've never been to a bad Krispy Kreme donut franchise. The only time that a Krispy Kreme has let me down is that it was COVID's fault, and I'm going to completely blame COVID for it, that they weren't open because of bullshit. That's the only time. That's the only time a Krispy Kreme franchise has let me down. But Aaron, you have not had a proper Krispy Kreme experience, and we got to fix that. How long until we get to 2037? How long?
Probably another
16 years? In
16 years.
years, Aaron. In 16 years, we're going to the original Krispy Kreme, and we're having donuts, and you're coming, Aaron. Clear your schedule in 16 years, and we're gonna fix this.
Oh man, that's
He'd be 37.
I'm gonna be. God, how old am I gonna be? Probably married and with children. I don't know.
Who knows where you're gonna be in 16 years? I'm gonna be 43. I don't care how old I am. I'm still gonna love. Oh, that's so beautiful to think about in my eyes, though. That I'm gonna be 43 and I can still enjoy Krispy Kreme donuts. Some things for change.
You know what? It would have been better if you were 1 year younger for the 100th anniversary. There.
I could have been 42. Well, that depends. What day does the anniversary land on? Because I don't turn 43 that year until July, and if it's before that, I'll be 42.
Let's see. When did they start? It says here they started in 1937, July 13th, 1937.
July 13th? So
Right
Just-
down, July
it's
13th.
just a few days. My birthday is July 19th. It's a few days. I'll be 42.
Yeah, I like this.
You will be the age that is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah, man. That's going to be a transcendent year, guys. Mark your calendars. 2037 it was? 2037. Hell yeah, man.
Right. So
Look
I'm
at me.
gonna
I
give
gotta
you.
read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I'm gonna give a quick overview. It says Bruno and Rudolph taught a secret yeast-raised donut recipe from a New Orleans French chef. Rented a building in what's now historic Old Salem in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and began selling its Krispy Kreme donuts on July 13th, 1937, to local grocery stores. So before it was a grocery food, the delicious sense of cooking donuts drifted into the streets, and the passerby stopped to ask if they could buy hot donuts. So he cut a hole in the outside wall and started selling original glazed donuts directly to customers on the sidewalk.
You said it was the 13th, right?
July 13th, 1936.
So in 2037, it's going to be Monday the 13th. Oh, it almost landed on a Friday, and that would have been something. But it's going to be on a Monday. Bronny, I hope you're making these plans on your very futuristic calendar, because it's going to happen. This is my
Write
life.
it down. Write it down.
At least make it.
Focusing.
I have to at least make it to almost 43 so I can experience this.
Make it to almost 43.
It's my birthday that year, actually. That's funny to think about. It's like, I need to make it just this far. I like that my computer calendar can just have me bust through the years really fast. My birthday is going to land on a Sunday that year. That's kick ass.
Congratulations.
Shirtenko, you're thinking Salem, Massachusetts. We are talking
Winston,
Winston-Salem,
Salem,
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Are they talking about
not
the Salem
right.
War Trials or something? I'm
Yeah.
actually going to go.
No, we don't need it to be Salem, Massachusetts. We don't need haunted donuts. Granted, I live in Connecticut, which is like the most haunted state in the country.
My birthday is going to land on a Tuesday this year. Who's going to wish me a happy birthday in a couple months?
Happy birthday. You want me to come drive by?
Sure, you can come visit me for my birthday. I wouldn't mind that at all. You could visit for a weekend and we could go do something fun. I wouldn't mind.
All right, hell yeah. Sometime.
Yeah, my birthday is July 19th, but you can come the weekend before or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I can actually
I
make
can
like a
verify
tweet.
this room is nice.
Yes. So let's see. Shark Tenko, I've been meaning to acknowledge you. Hey, it's been a while. I feel like I've seen you before. Yeah, Crispy is better. Thank you. You're on the good side of the fight here. Aaron Davis, old as heck, 50s. Angel Speed says July 13th. I don't remember why dates. Aaron Davis says my birthday is 10 days after Spencer. Yeah, I remember him mentioning that. His mother's birthday is July 18th. I was born after your mother, like by a day and a few years, I assume. I was born July 19th. So Heather, how you been today? Says Shark Tanko. I've been busy. I've been doing chores. We've addressed that. I totally would be a bomb ass 43-year-old. I can't wait. I like that I can look forward to being old. Like, I try not to be bummed out about being old and stuff and getting wrinkly. I try not to treat it as a big deal. I want to be bummed about it. I want to be happy that I'm getting older.
It's just another year, you know? It's another year. So that's the way I'm looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to have to be like somebody who doesn't look forward to being old, because a longer life is always a good thing, and just getting to go out and do stuff, you know?
Just as long as my bones aren't hurting by the age of 30, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do my best and avoid bone ache. I'm going to be 27 in July, so I got to really think about my health these days.
Oh, hey guys, funny story. You know the job I work at, right?
Yeah.
Sent me back to Ohio, right? Like, about a couple weeks ago. So I got to talk to the reception, and I actually made good buddies with them over the past 2 to 4 weeks I've been there. They actually gave me an application. Isn't that funny? They gave me an application. They're like, yeah, well, you can come in if you want. I'm like, yeah, I'll call you if I so choose.
Are they paying good?
Decent, about 15. For Ohio, that's pretty good.
Could live off that in most spots of the country.
Just not California, New York, Washington, D.C. I've been to Washington, D.C. It just felt like I was Los Angeles again. Yeah. Only with cool buildings, historic buildings.
Yeah.
Angel Speed asks, aren't you already 27? No, I'm 26 right now. I'm going to be 27 in July, unless I'm totally freaking wrong. Because I was born in 95, but I was born July 19th. So 95 minus 20, 22. Yeah, I'm going to be 27 this year on July 19th.
And I'm going to be 27 this year. How exciting.
Oh, man, am I doing wrong math? Angel Speed said, if you're turning 43 in 2037, you should have been born in 1994.
She was a 95 person. I remember.
I'm 95, but it's that I turned 43 on July 19th, I believe 2037. Am I bad at math? Guys, I'm using a calculator. I feel like it should be right.
You're fine. You're fine, because usually you move up a year, you get your birthday. Like, for example, you're born 1995, you're age 0.
Yeah. That's why people are like 1995 and you've been born just last month. They're like, yeah, this is my month-old baby, because they don't have years yet. It's when people say like, oh yeah, my baby is 13 months old. Your baby is a year old, you weird-ass weirdo. There's no 13 months. After you hit 12 months, the baby is a year old.
But yeah, Aaron, Bronny's in his 30s. I forgot what I was about to make. I was gonna make something like, what was the joke? Never mind. I give.
Am I the youngest one in the?
Yeah, baby.
You'll have to ask Emerald. Emerald, are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're the youngest. I just turned 20.
Emerald's the baby.
Baby. What a baby little Spencer.
Baby man. But baby man.
Little baby man.
Little baby
man. Little baby.
Daddy, no parent.
Yeah.
What?
You're the baby man, Emerald. You're the baby.
Yeah.
You're the baby.
Yeah, little baby.
Yeah, you're a little baby. You know what? Give me your lunch money. I'll bet us.
Hey, Angel.
The joke's on you. I don't have lunch money or a lunch to steal because I was the kid who just watched YouTube in the library on his lunch break and waited to get to eat real food.
Dude, that's
Okay,
like the
well,
real
you're still getting the
shit.
swirly.
That's the real shit right there. That he's so young that he had YouTube when he was in school.
Really?
Yeah, starting
His
with,
phone.
starting with freshman year, I got a laminated permanent hall pass for lunch period, so I could just go in, watch YouTube, and then go back to class when I was done.
How cute.
Wait. How did you do that? Wait, what kind of hoops did you go through?
Be a good student and have teachers who really like me.
Oh,
YouTube? What?
I guess I missed the good teachers you got.
I guess
What?
I did do math wrong. Because Angel Speed did the math of 2037 minus 1995, and it is 42. I guess that's going to be my birthday present then. Whatever. I'll be 42. I can't do math, Angel. I'll fuck it up even on a calculator.
You know what?
Yeah.
We can do this math another way. 95 is 4 years before my birth year of 99. And because of the way my birth year is, my age matches the year until November 5th of that year. So
You lost me at 95.
I will be 37. So all we have to do is 4 to 37.
Am I 4 years? Yeah, I am 4 years old with you.
So confused.
But now my strategy's messed up because that's 41.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god!
Man, I'm
Okay, wait. All right, let's try this with Heather. If Fiona has 3 apples and she eats, how many apples does she have?
How many did she eat?
2.
If she ate 2 apples, there's only 1 apple left.
No. She started with 3 and then she ate 2. What does she have left?
She started with 3, and then she ate 2?
Yes.
She has 1?
Okay. There we go. Good.
And then I dumped a whole bag of apples right onto her lap. Calculate how many jelly beans are in this jar.
Solid
shit. I can't.
I take the entire jar of jelly beans and dump it down my gullet. There are 0 jelly beans in the jar.
Calculate the airspeed velocity of the of a
Swallow.
have you
Hearing a coconut.
Now here's the question. I am given 10 candies by a teacher and told to share half of them. How many candies do I have left?
You had.
Yeah, I'm not sure of these.
No, this is a trick question because
It comes up and tries to take half my candies from me. How many candies do I have?
You had.
no, wait.
Broken hips.
No.
I was going to say candies in a quartz, but good answer.
You guys are making my computer
because
freak
the
out.
things you have are baby roots and not anything worth sharing. So the answer is 0.
First off, it's baby roots, not babe roots.
I thought it was whatever. It shows what.
Shame.
My brain is fried.
You know, I just realized something incredibly stupid that would have actually happened if Babe Ruth were like a baseball player now.
Tell me.
The Great Bambine Bell.
I'm sorry, the what?
The what?
A beanbag that looks like looks like Babe Ruth. Says I'm pretty sure one of his nicknames was the Great Bambino.
Oh, jeez.
Shark Tanko went careful, Heather. Those hamsters in your head are getting a workout. They are! Fuck this math! I didn't fucking keep going to school for this shit. Shark Tanko was asking, what you crocheting, Heather? I'm crocheting a commission. This is actually a fox from Genshin Impact. It's for a friend, but they are paying me for it. We got the body done, head done, 2 paws done, 1 ear done, and we're working on another ear right now. I should have been able to finish this ear, damn it.
Huh.
But I'm like totally lost in thought because of math!
Why did we have to bring math into this? That's the one thing I wanted to.
Freaking Brandon wanted to teach me that.
If 2 plus 2 equals 4, prove that x is a right triangle.
What is this? Some common core thing or?
Yeah. Yes.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
I failed geometry like 3 times.
I know the answer.
Fun
it's five.
fact.
That's what I put. I put 5.
Guys, fun fact, it's the last 10 minutes of the stream, Any last minute questions or concerns, please say them now or hold silence until the next stream. God damn it.
I got a question.
Yes.
How's your day going?
It was going pretty well, Coon. I did a lot of chores. I got to crochet, and I got to talk to my friends. That's always a good day. I gotta say, this week's been pretty tough on the work end, but, you know, making plans that in 16 years I'm gonna go to the original Krispy Kreme has been great.
Nice. Maybe I should get a house in Winston-Salem. I wonder if that's a good city. Go check it out.
Sure, you could be anywhere in that amount of time. I'm certain. Bronny, you better be fucking alive, too.
I'll do my best.
Better be, because you gotta take...
No. Don't say you'll do your best, you will. That's what people keep telling me when I'm working. I'm like, I'll do my best. Like, no, you will do. And it's like, you're telling me to try to be positive? And I will do my best. No, be
positive in this day?
It's actually a thing. I was surprised. For example, I've been treated pretty well at this company so far.
This is good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm still thinking on finding a place to rent for now, though.
Shark Tinkle says, but yeah, you do know me, Heather. Well, I don't know. That was a weird thing they just typed. Heather. I assume they meant Heather, like on a personal level. Shark, you're gonna have to remind me. Angel of Speed said, Angel, I don't know if that information's actually accurate. I'll have to double check that. Someone's in their 40s. Brownie, check with Angel of Speed if it's okay if he's, like, saying stuff.
Angel of Speed is saying too much. We have to take him out.
Always gotta check. Ask permission if it's okay to say things. I had a friend who really hated their birthday. And, like, I don't get it myself because I love my birthday. I love doing things for myself because I love me. And I don't think that's like an egotistical or weird thing to say because you gotta love yourself and you gotta like to do things for you. It's just healthy. But there was someone who really, really hated their birthday. That was my friend. And like they didn't like to announce your birthday at all. And I'd still be like, well, it's your birthday. Is there anything you want to do? And they're like, don't tell anyone about my birthday. Maybe we'll do something a little bit, but I don't want to acknowledge my birthday like in an official capacity. And I'm like, you gotta respect people's preferences and always ask if things are okay.
Well, it's fine that Aim's saying this because it's wrong. I don't know where he thinks he got that information, but it's not accurate.
I couldn't confirm it myself
All
right
that
now.
some details about your birthday came up during some of the casting crochets that happened when Heather was still in Arizona. So
Yeah.
in
And Aim's the type of dude to remember everything. Like between him and Brent, you got to be real careful what you say. But no, that
I actually.
like,
Oh no, sorry, honey.
current information is not accurate.
I feel like the things I say people don't remember, so I feel like I'm okay.
I remember Trent used to come on the stream. I haven't seen him in an awful long time.
It's been a little bit.
Oh, I need a little water. This is water, guys. Despite how it spikes up, it's just flavored water.
Get her more water, Braun.
No, I got water right here.
Get her more water.
Hydrate me, Bronny.
Sometimes I feel like I'm laughing too loud here. So quiet.
You know what? Honestly, We're so in sync. We really should be.
Bruh, I'm down. We'll move out down here to Raleigh and it'll make my situation so much easier to figure out.
Shark Tanko says, I'm Shark discussed weird the other. Oh my god, Shark. You haven't been on in forever. Where did you go?
Been lurking.
Also, last 5 minutes of the stream, Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now for verbal sounds till the next stream.
I got a comment.
What is
I
it?
went to Ohio. I understand why people say it's Ohio.
Oh, 'cause you're high. Oh. Get it?
That wasn't my intention, but okay, I'll roll with it.
Absolutely hysterical. I loved it. Have you thought about doing stand up?
Bro, you really think I could do stand?
What up, dude? Sit down.
I was talking to Heather, but yes.
Oh my god.
We are so insane.
Shark Tanko said we recently worked on a comic dub, you silly. Are we working for the same comic dub, Lamplight? I feel like that's probably it, because that's the most recent thing I've done.
Oh, dang,
yeah.
he's still making stuff. I forgot about Lamplight. I got a message. Thanks for
I'm
reminding me.
still in contact
Oh,
with
yeah.
him. He gets my voice all the time.
Oh, yeah? I don't really
I don't talk about it much, actually, and that's interesting. I work for a guy named Lamplight, and if you've ever heard of Fairly Odd Zootopia, I voice Wanda in that, and I do a lot of voices for him in other comic dubs that he's asked for. And I actually have lines that I gotta work for him not like right now, but like in general within the week I gotta work with. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't talk about it, but I do a bit of voice acting work as well. I'm a woman of many trades. Yeah, Shark, that's what he's working on. Lamplight is one of his best friends.
Yeah,
Shark
it's been a
for
while since I talked to the guy. I was thinking on visiting him.
Yeah, it's been a while since, like, outside of voice acting work, I haven't been able to talk to Lamplight, and he seems like a busy guy. He keeps very active.
Oh, yeah. But hey, I'm probably gonna make a time to talk to him sometime in the future.
Yeah, because I met him through you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I knew him for such a long time, and we kind of fell off like a couple of years. And I decided, I'm going to talk to him again. Maybe try to do some things with him again, but haven't gone around, really, because, life gets in the way.
He definitely, dude, I get it. Hey, Shark.
Ooh, that sounds wrong.
I want to tell you, Shark, that it is almost midnight here, because we haven't talked in a while, because last you checked I was in the West Coast, but I'm in the East Coast now, so I'm like 2 or 3 hours ahead of you from last I checked. I don't remember. So I might pass out after this, and the fact that I've had 2 sangria, and I realize this has an alcohol content of 13.9, and I am a sleepy drunk.
It wasn't water. Knew it.
Well, no, I drink booze on every stream I have.
You drink booze?
I never knew. I thought that was just adult soda.
Adult?
Very beautiful name.
You know what's funny? When I was younger, I really wanted some lemonade. My mom had something called Mike's Hard Lemonade in the fridge. And I asked my mom, I said, hey, I'm like, this is just normal lemonade, right? And she like took it away from me, and she's like, no, that was and you know what? If I didn't ask her, I would just drink it anyway.
Oh my god, yeah. I used to drink Mark's Hard Lemonade a lot more when I was in Arizona, because I would just get like a pack of it for myself. And I would get the big cans like Mike's Harder, so it wasn't like, because Mike's Hard Lemonade, when it's in a bottle, is like 5%, but when it's Mike's Harder, when it's a tall man can, it's like 10 to 15% alcohol content. So that's harder shit. So depending on it, it would depend, like, if you would start getting drunk. You'd have to drink quite a bit of like Hard's regular bottled lemonade to get drunk. But I used to drink it a lot more. I don't do it so much now. I don't know why. It's just not a big thing for me anymore. I moved to like just drinking wine Stella Rosa, and now I'm doing sangria. I don't know. I'm trying to open it up. By the way, it was the last minute of the stream, so any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, you would have had to say them now. But I talked a little too long, and now it's 12 a.m. 12 a.m. people. So let me take a
sleep.
It definitely is. Let me take a moment. I want to thank the generous patrons I have here on Patreon, if no one minds. Pretty please. Does anyone mind?
Go for it.
Do, but go ahead.
Bro, what?
Go ahead.
Bro, what? So, my patrons are, I want to thank them tonight, is Easy Mode Gamer, Aaron Davis, who is Alpha, who was in the chat today. You would have seen him. DJ Skywalker and Emerald Spencer. And of course, Carol Patrick and Filmer Brony. If you'd like to be like them and support me in my streams, there's a link in the description. For $10 per post, you can get into my server, the Candy Kingdom. I get there a lot. We were playing Minecraft in there earlier this week, and I think it's nice. I like to interact with people. I like to post memes. I like to go in Aminals and our general stuff ledger and post pictures of Knife. If you guys notice, there was a picture of Knife I posted today that I didn't post on Twitter. So if you want to see that, you're gonna have to get on my Discord. Brandon, look at that picture of Knife and tell me that's not the cutest, fluffiest thing you've ever seen.
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Good. That's what you're supposed to say. Anyhow, yeah, that's where I post pictures of Knife that you're not always going to see on Twitter. So if you want that, you're going to have to join the Discord server. But if you feel like I'm not worth that much, there are lower tiers you can pick from on my Patreon. Like I said, that's going to be in the link in the description. If you think I'm worth just a one-time donation, which is totally fine, you can go ahead and hit the link in my description to put a few bucks in the swear jar or the tip jar, whatever you want to call it, whatever amount you think is appropriate. No negative numbers, please. You can follow me on Twitter to get updates on the stream. I like streaming. Next week, it's going to be a gaming stream. We are playing Undertale still. I'm trying to get through a pacifist run. I don't feel like doing a genocide run because I love everyone too much. Though, if there is just like a rip somewhere of just the Sans boss battle, I would humor playing that at some point. I know it's gotta exist because there's gotta be people like me who want to go to want to fight Sans.
I played it last episode.
Good, because like I don't want to go through the genocide run, but I want to kind of fight Sans just a little bit. I know I can't win, but I want to try. Let's just have a whole stream of just that, me trying to get past Sans, and that'll be it. That's all we're gonna do, even if I don't win. There's just gonna be one.
Do it.
Anyway,
Do it.
It's a good jam. My God, you were all addicted to Megalovania for the longest time. We couldn't get enough of Megalovania.
Still addicted to Megalovania.
It's good shit.
Stuck in my head when it comes up. When Undertale comes up, it's stuck in my head. I'm just like, wait.
Yeah, so we still got stuff to decide on for when we're done with Undertale. I'm thinking of Minecraft streaming, so if anyone has thoughts on that, please comment, tweet at me and say, hey, I would love to see you play Minecraft or whatever game. I'll put it onto my consideration list, depending if I have to pay for the game or not. Anyways, with that, why don't we all say goodnight? Bronny, I'm pretty... No, Brandon, you come first in this alphabetical thing. Say goodnight.
Have a good night.
Alright, Bronny, you next.
Good night, everyone.
Edits Coon.
You know the drill. Suscrappa like this. Crap.
Like and
You guys gotta stop coming on here freaking drunk.
Bronny, I can't be the only drunk one here. Emerald, you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Alright, and good night, everybody. I've really enjoyed this stream. We got to talk about quite a few different subjects. Enjoyed it. There weren't too many awkward pauses, so that's always a good thing to have. I can't wait to see you guys on the next stream. when we're going to be on Undertale again. We'll see who we end up fighting. So with that, it's been a great night. I will see you on the next stream. Good night.
Thank you.